Now to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Israeli naval commandos have raided Gaza in the first ground strike of a week-long offensive. So far, more than 160 Palestinians have been killed in the conflict, which has also included more than 1,300 Israeli airstrikes. The attacks prompted Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas to ask the UN for international protection. Israel has said it's simply defending itself from the more than 800 rockets launched by Hamas. CCTV's Roee Ruttenberg joins us from Tel Aviv.
Indeed, and late on Sunday, we heard that there was continued strikes from the air in Gaza. Earlier in the day, the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu addressed the nation following his weekly cabinet meeting on Sunday, in which he accused Hamas of hiding behind the civilians and their rockets. He said that while Israel uses a missile defense to protect its civilians, Hamas uses civilians to protect its missiles. It appears that Netanyahu has gone on a PR offensive, obviously in conjunction with the military offensive, under the pressure that he's receiving from the international community for a ceasefire. At the same time, in his cabinet, he's receiving pressure from some to continue the operation all the way. This, of course, is not the first time Netanyahu has overseen an offensive in Gaza. In 2012, the offensive there lasted for 8 days. It was just airstrikes. Now we've seen 4 naval commandos go into Gaza. The military says for a 30-minute successful operation, but it did say that 4 of those soldiers were injured, and local residents say they heard exchanges of fire on Sunday morning. The Israeli military dropped leaflets from the sky telling people in certain parts of northern Gaza to evacuate their homes by 12 noon in order to ensure that they're not there during a possible airstrike. Now, Hamas on Saturday and also on Sunday instructed civilians not to heed those calls, saying that they're buying into the Israeli tactics. Some people did stay, and that is part of the difficulty here of the civilian casualties, because Gaza is, of course, one of the world's most densely populated areas, and a lot of those strikes are on homes that Israel says are being used to store weapons, to store rocket launchers, and are the homes of some of those very operatives that they're going after. We know that one strike attacked the home of the Gaza police chief. He was not injured, but several members of his family, by some estimates 18, were injured overnight on Saturday and Sunday. And on Sunday, many of them were buried. Obviously, the rage at that funeral among the mourners was very evident on Sunday.